Maybe it's not too obvious, guys, but today I'm in a bad mood. You guys know, when I woke up earlier, my last video was suddenly gone. No notification, no warning, nothing at all. YouTube didn't take down my video. They claimed I removed my own video. But anyway, what's done is done. Let's just let it go. And by the way, someone commented on my YouTube yesterday. He asked something like, Null, what inspired you to start YouTube? You were already doing pretty well on TikTok, so why did you also start YouTube? Actually, it's not wrong, but maybe if I had to pick just one answer, it's because I'm a total yapper. I like to talk, I like to chat. Chatting is my life. If I'm quiet, I'm dead. And like on TikTok, I'm limited. I can only upload videos for 5 minutes, but on YouTube, I can talk for up to an hour and no one gets mad. So one day, if you see my videos are like 30 minutes, 40 minutes long, I'm really sorry. That's because I like to talk. Anyway, welcome back to With Sub. For those who don't know, here I'm going to read confessions one by one. Your stupid, dumb, sinful confessions. I'm going to read them all, and for those of you who want to share as well, the link is in my video description, or you can find it in my Instagram bio. That's fine too. Okay, without further ado, let's continue. Honestly, my mom really likes to send me sexy photos. Honestly, she sends them to me, I don't know why. Like, I get that my mom is a widow. But does she really need to get validation from her daughter first before sending them to her boyfriend? Okay, first of all, I think that's not normal. Do you think that's normal? No, right? Honestly, I don't get it at all. What's your mom's purpose in sending them to you first? Is she really that insecure that she has to send them to you before she dares to send them to her boyfriend? Or what? Because what I mean is, you're her child, you know? You're not like her friend from her social circle, not her high school friend. You're her own flesh and blood. You literally came from her. And as her child, I don't care. Whether you're 5'11", 20, or even 40 years old. I could never accept sexy photos of my own mother. I could cry if I saw them. I'd cry hard. I don't know if you've tried to tell her to stop, but I'm assuming you never did because she's still sending them, right? But you can stand up for yourself. Don't let your story be like this. At that time, I was hanging out with my friend, and we didn't bring our phones, so I didn't know that my ex-boyfriend was texting me. So, we ended up going home at 12:30, and when I got home, I opened Telegram, and it turned out my boyfriend suddenly wanted to break up with me. The reason was because he had a boyfriend, and that boyfriend was actually my own friend. Honestly, I was kind of shocked because he broke up with me like, hey, let's break up because I'm gay. And right after he said that, he immediately blocked me. I can't talk to my dad, I just can't. There's nothing wrong if you like guys or whatever, but as a human being, you should have the decency to talk properly to your partner. I wouldn't accept it if I were you. At the very least, you should look for him, then confront him if he's your friend. I once showed a video of my mom giving birth to me, and I didn't know what to do, so I ended up praising her vagina. Like, wow, that's impressive. It stretches so much. You know what? That's a valid reaction, because if I were you, I wouldn't know what to say either. No, I mean, what do you expect? Like, do you want me to praise your mom? Or do you want me to praise the doctor, the midwife? Or do you want me to like look at you and go, wow, what an amazing process? Like, what kind of reaction are you expecting? Like, give us a little social cue so we know what we're supposed to say. I have this desire, this weird habit. I like to visit the dumpsters in my area just to smell them. I actually like the rotten smell from decaying garbage. I also often bring home small pieces of trash to keep in my room, and I smell it every night before I go to sleep. Sometimes things like this make me feel like, wow, being normal, that's actually pretty nice too. What I mean is, there are so many people out there that I sometimes see in the comments saying things like, I really want to be unique, I really don't want to be ordinary, I want to be different from everyone else. Now let me ask you guys, what if God created you to be different from everyone else, but God made you like this person? Isn't that more important? You end up just being ordinary, like, yeah, it's fine, you're the same as everyone else, and that's okay. But you don't find joy in breathing in garbage? You don't get happiness from that? You're normal. Isn't it nice that I like the smell of rotten shrimp paste? Why is that, Noel? How come? First, I'm a guy. Second, is it really that important? Like, does it really have to be? Yeah, I know it really has to be. You told me at just the right time, right? You really fit with that trash person. So your soulmate is like this, Nool. I once dated my cousin, and after 2 months of dating her, we did it a few times. With your own cousin, right, guys? I've told you, you see the pattern, it's really obvious. In the stories I get, there's always stuff like that, like with cousins, with relatives, and they consider it normal. It's a normal thing. After that, now I'm pregnant and we want to keep the baby. We're keeping it a secret from both of our families. I don't really get what you mean by keep or hide, but I get the idea. If your cousin wants to keep it a secret, he's a guy, he can't get pregnant. But you need to realize when you're pregnant and about to give birth, your belly is as big as a truck tire. How are you supposed to keep that a secret? How are you going to hide the fact that you're pregnant? Because if you want to hide it from your family, if you're pregnant all the way until you have the baby and they still don't notice, at that point, you're just stupid. Of course, they'll find out. That's just dumb. Besides, why would you even bother keeping it up with your own cousin? When I was a kid, I was really annoyed with my little brother. So because I was mad at him, I put that little hamster into his cereal. If you were my little brother or my older sibling, whether you're a guy or a girl, I'd beat you up. I've done that before. Using my grandma's cucumber, when I stayed over at her house, after I finished using the cucumber, I put it back in the fridge and the next day my grandma cooked with it. We had fried chicken and she used that cucumber as our side dish. By the way, I'm a guy. How is that possible? I'm really thinking hard about this. If you're a guy, does that mean you put it... Oh! So you put it in your butt? How is that possible? How loose is it? And don't you eat it again? Hi, Nool. I'm a big fan of yours. By the way, I have an older brother. He's 22 years old last year. He became blind because of an accident. And he told me that his biggest regret since going blind is that he can't watch porn anymore. Hi Indol, I want to share a confusing incident that happened to me recently. Let me introduce myself. My name is Adya and I'm a girl. Basically, I'm about to have my period. The weird thing is, whenever I want to use a pad, there are suddenly only 2 left. So I decided to check the home security footage, right? And do you know what I found? My little brother walked into my room and took some of my pads, man. After I saw that on the CCTV, I confronted my little brother and asked, "Why did you take my pads?" My little brother innocently said, "I have my period too, sis." Even now, I still think, damn, this kid is crazy. After that, I immediately said to my little brother, "You're a boy, man. You're not a girl. You can't have a period, idiot." And yeah, he never took my pads again. So that's it for my story for now. Thank you, wassalam, that's possible, you know. Hey, don't be like that. You have to be more open-minded. These days, is there anything that's impossible? It's possible. Maybe your little brother suddenly pees blood. Or when he poops, it's all blood. Or maybe his boil bursts and bleeds a lot. He might think he's having his period. As a good older sibling, you should share, you know? What's the big deal? It's just a pad. Hashtag men need pads too. Back when I was 13, I once had a girlfriend who was 28. Someone I knew from Genshin. This year, my friend told me that he went to jail for a pedophilia case. Good. Praise God, let him rot in jail. No, oh God, keep people like this away from the young generation of Indonesia, the future of our nation. I've tasted my dog's paw before and it tasted like cheese-flavored chips. Why? First, why? Why would you do that? Second, what do you mean by tasting it? Did you lick it? Did you eat her foot or did you chew it or did you smell it? Why are you talking about tasting? Third, why cheese-flavored Citato? Why does it have to be specifically Citato brand with cheese flavor? Why can't it just be like, it tastes like cheese? Hello, Noel. So my confession is that I'm 26 years old and I've already been able to buy my own house at this age. My job is full-time, selling pictures of my feet and videos of me farting to people. As you can see, people are really creative nowadays. They're really thinking outside the box. In 2024, nothing is impossible anymore. Getting a house from selling feet pictures and fart videos is easy. I'm not gonna judge you. You're creative and you can exploit the weaknesses of people who have fart and foot fetishes. You know what? Go get that bag, girl. Hi, Noel, just call me Dicta. So I like my friend, a guy, but I know he likes girls while I like guys. So, because I don't want him to end our friendship, I never told him that I like guys. So, my secret is that I like to go to his house and use his bathroom to masturbate there, because I always imagine him showering in there. You could have just stopped at, so I never told him that I like guys. That's it, period. You don't need to continue with the rest. This happened when I was a kid. First, I really needed to poop, but my dad was still in the bathroom, so I was already on standby to poop. So I waited in front of my brother's room and I really couldn't hold it anymore. Turns out I didn't realize that I had already pooped, even though I thought I was just farting. Turns out it was poop that came out, and then I blamed my cat. That's it, Nool. By the way, thanks for listening to my story, Nool. Bye. I'm going to guess you're under 10 years old because the difference between human poop and cat poop is huge. And if your excuse really worked to fool your parents, that's okay and congrats, Nool. How come my boyfriend really likes lowly content like that? Nool, I really hate it and I even think it's not right, it's really messed up. But he's always aggressive. Every time I bring up that issue, I say leave him, leave him. You're not wrong. I also don't agree with people who like lowly content. I'm really sorry, maybe a lot of people won't agree with me, that's fine. But in my opinion, lowly and pedophilia are almost the same. You can't use the excuse that you like characters who look like little kids and justify it. No, that's not okay. She's actually 24,000 years old and she's a dragon pretending to be human. No, 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 I know. So my confession is that I once brought a vape to school and then suddenly there was a surprise inspection, even though there had never been one before, so I panicked and hid the vape in my butt. Waka waka. Okay, that's all. Love you, Noel. How is that even possible? Like, how flexible is it? And how did you do it so quickly? I don't know if I should feel disgusted or impressed. Maybe both. And you can say something that weird and end it with love you, Noel. Noel doesn't accept your love, okay? Pretty gangster. Pretty gangster. Hot, man. That's it for today's stories and confessions. Thank you to those of you who watched until the end. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and also share this video with everyone you know or even any animals you know. That's all and see you in the next episode. Bye bye.